Esports, or competitive online multiplayer video games, have become big business. The owners of one of the dominant competitions turned over $1 billion last year alone, and part of that is driven by spectators, not just players.
What we're talking about is professional, competitive video gaming. Players who play 10 or 12 hours a day to become the best of the world. Over 50,000 people are going to come and watch them here this weekend at the Spodek Arena, and there's a predicted audience who are going to watch online of over 20 million people.
And I'm laughing because I can't think of anything less interesting. But
Have you guys seen esports and the E-League?
I don't know if that's sports, but it's great
sport.
I'm savvy.
I have not seen it, Ernest.
I have seen it.
More than 12 million people attended live esports events in the U.S. and Western Europe in 2014.
How they train, and it's all consuming.
Nice. So who's the Jordan of League of Legends?
Well, I'd like to think he's on Echo Fox.
Okay.
Froggen, that's my guy.
All right.
So I'm not going to promote anybody but him.
I had zero knowledge of the fact that this exists.
You didn't know there were cyber athletes?
My hand to God, I didn't know there were but my issue is it's still not a sport.
Well, again,
it's a game. You follow me what I'm saying here, Bernie?
I do. Do you have any statistics on how many of those people also go to Star Trek conventions?
I would guess there's actually a fair amount of overlap. Actually, that's
It is not a
You're
sport.
too young for Star
Trek.
There's
Is that a
strategy
sport?
involved. You have to physically be able to do it. They're competing. Listen, is it a sport or not? I believe it's a sport. They get sports visas
no?
to
It's a
enter the
game.
country.
That's not a sport.
That's not a
That's not a sport.
It's not a
I
real
want to talk
sport.
about the 20 million people who are watching the damn thing.
And the money
They
that
got to
they're
be
making,
crazier than
they're
the ones
paying big money to watch it.
It's
really?
yeah.
But 8 hours a day, that can't be good for you.
Well, I
Staring
think-
at a screen.
Well, to be honest with you, like in my job, I stare at a screen for pretty much 8 hours a day.
I hope you have
But a
breaks.
computer, we all are pretty sedentary as it goes. I mean, the way you need to think of it is, personally, I can't watch football. I find it incredibly boring. It's a bit green thing, people running up and down. I find it utterly tedious. Actually, watching, competitive esports, you have your favourite team, you watch them just like you'd watch a football match. And actually, let's be honest, it's going to be a lot more visually interesting than a football match. There's a lot more fun things going on.
That was one of the line in the piece that we played there, that it's following in the footsteps of football. But can it truly be a spectator sport?
It already is. 71 million watched it last year. They reckon it's going to, by 2017, it'll be 145 million people watching it. I have this argument all the time. People are like, oh, no one wants to watch anyone play video games. That's so boring. League of Legends, I think there was about 18,000 people in the stadium live, and then 32 million watched the final.
Wow.
This is what kids are doing. This is what people want to see.